Welcome. Now we've entered Virgo season, and Mercury is gone retrograde, as well as Venus has left the underworld. That's right. And we know Venus was going retrograde because we got the message here last time we met up with the new moon in Leo. And I think it's hilarious because I didn't even know Venus was going retrograde because this is intuitive astrology. This is what this is that we're doing up to meet here. It's a miracle that I get here to join here with you all. And I love you. Thank you for being here. Now, let's get the message. Let's get the message, okay? Where do we even start, okay? Where do we start? We're in a time of healing, okay? A pause to receive. We're in a time of pausing to receive. And let's see what it has to do with. It has to do with the fact that we're restoring connection. We're in a time of renewal and reunion. We know that we've birthed the archetype of the eternal child, that's the masculine and feminine, that Aquarius energy, the swords energy. We know Aquarius is where the water, the negative tetrahedron, meets the positive tetrahedron of air. It's a very beautiful energy. It's a little bit more complex, right? Even though it's an air sign, it's Aquarius. It's connected to, we know, still the water. And I really feel like this is why this is the sign of the new world, right? Everyone says, you know, we're going from Pisces to Aquarius as we build the golden ages. And there was a birthing of the archetype of the eternal child. So we came together in order to do so, and that's why we're in a time of reunion. And we know that we needed the eternal child, that the energy of the children is what is full of possibility, and not listening to the program, not listening to any of it, is in a time of creation and play and enjoyment, and what that just means to be free. Like, the energy of the child is free. So we need that right now. We're going to do something with it. We're going to create with it. We're going to birth with it. We're going to heal with it. So we're restoring connection through the earth. We're creating stability. We know Virgo season is here, and this has to do with our 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. And we're working with the air element communication, and this has to do with Mercury going retrograde. And we also know that it's gone retrograde in the sign of Virgo, which is Virgo and Mercury work together. No one rules anyone around here. We're breaking stereotypes. We're breaking hierarchy, okay? And now look, I want you to see the negative tetrahedron of earth and the positive tetrahedron of air are coming together for a heart chakra activation. And this is allowing us our resurrection. We're going to get an activation for that. And it is connected to our happiness and our dreams. We have to stop clinging to the past, though. Direct message. No more clinging to the past. We need to see something within us. We need to see our worth. This is connected to our heart chakra activation here. The one we just talked about right here. Okay? We need to get with the I'm gonna say get with the program, but we're not getting with the program. We're understanding, we're being initiated, and look at the energy, the archetype of the eternal child right here. And we're gonna do this with grace. We're doing this with grace. We're doing this with the heavens. Remember, this is all connected to Lionsgate. Or we know we're on a new journey now. We're on a new journey. We're gonna learn new things. We're gonna see new cultures. We're gonna expand. We're gonna meet new people. We're gonna meet new animals. We're just gonna do new things. We're gonna see new things. Like, look what's happening here. This is the energy of the Fool right here. And what we're doing is, there is a birthing that's happening here with this new moon, with the next new moon. Remember, the moons are connected. So the super full moon in Pisces, right? to our new moon, our next new moon. So something is shifting between, and the super full moon in Pisces is on the 30th, the 29th, I think. 29th, 30th. This has something to do with animals. This has to do with our purpose too. This has to do with our purpose. And this is going to allow us, there's our heart chakra activation, to heal. And we're going to celebrate. And we're going to celebrate with the Princess of Cups. And we're going to continue to heal with the rest of our disappointment that we've been feeling. And restore our passion for life. We're going to have a new zest for life. We're still healing. Because remember, Venus has left the underworld and is shining bright in the morning sky. So we have a rebirth here. There's our rebirth officially. And look at, I want you to see the imagery. Look at all the pieces, the different pieces of her that she's raking up here. And there's a connection now to the autumn equinox. A shift with the autumn equinox. And still we have the archetype of the child helping us to rebirth. And look at all those flames. This is that Leo energy. This is that Leo energy helping us to face our fears, right? But also passionate, okay? So, and what we're going to do here is, well, what we've been doing here is, as we're having this rebirth, is we've been seeing our connection to this space and place and where energy's been siphoned, where energy is being siphoned, okay? We're elevating. Remember, Venus left the underworld. We've left the underworld. The twins have left hell. And we understand that we've had a lustful, sacred experience. It was sacred lust in order to understand this whole entire world, this whole entire world. We end separation here. Remember, we find the positive in the negative, so to speak. And we expand. We see love in the cup of lust, and we expand with it. This was sacred, and this has to do with our revolution, and this is connected to the 10 of air. Now the 10 of air is missing, and we got this activation last time we met up, and it was the 10 of air was sitting on top of it, and in the 10 of air it was from this deck here where it's dual-sided. And I can hardly wait till we find the card. The message will be linked down below yet if you haven't checked it out. It happened in part 2 of Leo, the last message, Leo, magic is all around us. It's 9 minutes long, okay? Now, within that card of the 10 of Swords, there was a man that had left, his suit of armor, and he was birthed anew. And the sun and the moon were one in the background. So it's just more confirmation. We're in the time of our revolution, coming together to restore balance with the sun and the moon. We know what eclipse energy does, right? It's miraculous. We're in the time of miracles. And our great genius, we're working with Uranus. As we know, we're moving through the earth slow and steady with Taurus to increase our fortune. We're in the time of part of our fortune increase. This is our 10 of Pentacles. This is what we're building. We're building this now. It's Virgo season. We're going to get to building. We're going to amp up the building. And what are we building? We're becoming friends. Here it is, the energy of Aquarius. The 11th house. Well, look at that. Look at these two people that have come together, but they're coming together through God. And we're expanding with our desires. Of course, we just left Leo season. And there is a positive tetrahedron of fire. This is about force. But we activated the Temple of Truth in order to do so. Throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. Now, this is how we know we shifted dimensions. We shifted portals. We talked about how the fact that on Lionsgate, this is a Stargate, and we're shifting dimensions. But in order to shift dimensions, we have to access love. And in order to do so, we have to clear karma, vision questing, let go and let God. And we do so because the key to our success is opening our heart. And as we open our heart, the Stargate opens. And we found out this is a Stargate right here. Okay? And there's much being said in this space and place for being a starseed twin flame. And yet we're using a label for a second. We're using the masculine, but we understand it's all part of everything. It's still going back into the void, and it's part of the all with the feminine. The Stargate opened with love. And we found our will. We're finding our will to love, but our will with our worth and our will to face the negative, our will to face what's not working. We're not going to run from our demons. Let's get it right. We're not going to run from our demons. We're not going to run from what's not working. We're not going to run from what's toxic. We're facing it to transform with it, but we're transforming with our self-worth. And it's connected to love. And this image says everything. We know we've been making love. We've been talking about this in Leo season. We've been called to express our love and make love. We're in a time of reinvention. Here it is, Mercury Retrograde. We're in a time of reinvention. And this is the 2 cups coming together. Right here, the balance restored. This is our solar eclipse energy, revolution. And I really feel it's going to be connected to our solar eclipses. When the solar eclipse, it is solar eclipse time, where we've expanded to. Because remember, we're shape-shifting. We're not in a movie. This isn't happening in, overnight. We're shape-shifting and we're in the time of creation and we're allowing the natural time of expansion. We're honoring the natural time of expansion. So Anunnaki light codes were activated with Lionsgate. And these messages are all linked down below if you want to check them out. And this has to do with our financial health. But our financial health is connected to our life's purpose. And our wealth is our health. Now here a new vision is activated. A new vision is activated. It's connected to our financial health and our life's purpose. Right here. But in order to do this, we end the struggle and hostility in the 5 of Wands with force. We're not battling anymore. We're not battling ourselves. We're not battling other people. We're not forcing here. We go back to the 3 of Wands with purpose. We found purpose, and there it is. Right here. And in order to do that, we honor that we took a descent into the lower world. Remember, Venus has left the underworld. Love has left the underworld. In order to learn, we found love in the cup of lust. Karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. Well, that's what we're doing. We're living our truth. Our throat chakra was activated. That's how we switched. That's how we got through the portal. The Stargate that was activated during Lionsgate. We were called to. We were called to. We were called to do so. With the activation of Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. And this is where we let go and we ascend. Of course, we have to let go in order to go up, 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 in order to elevate. And that thanks to the eternal child. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, there's a direct message here with death. Death is here, but that we know that has to do with the birth of our new self. This is the reinvention of our new self. The energy and the matter have to have a metamorphosis. Okay? And this is connected to our 10 of Pentacles. We're going to continue to build this. But how? We have to end the battle. We have to get off the battlefield. We have to stop. This is ending wrath. This is healing from rage. This is healing from anger. This is healing from, this is ending this. This is part of our resurrection. And we do so, we achieve this. But look at this imagery right here alone to say how we do. Or how we have done it. We're in the process of doing it. This is why we answered the call. We answered the call. God called and we picked up. And now we're in a time of a burst of magic. This super full moon in Pisces is bringing a burst of magic. We need to believe. We need to believe in ourselves. We need to believe in our elevation. We need to believe that Venus, love, has left the underworld. So we're in a time of success with our 10 of Cups. Remember, our 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. And we're going to be celebrating. We're going to be celebrating. But we're celebrating that we worked through our tower moments. That everything is actually working out in our greatest good. That even the things that we think that are going against us, they are all working out for our greatest good. And that's when we saw love in the cup of lust, that we realized that it's all God. We're just untwisting it. And the devil is, has a good way to look at it, God gone toxic. And we still use what's toxic as nutrients to continue to elevate. But we're not going back somewhere. This has to do with healing from patterns of separation and addiction. We're going to a whole new level. And in doing so, we're healing our reputation in love. When we're not going to feed from that cup of lust, not in the same way. It's changed. This has to do with our reputation with the element of air. We understand that we have to live our truths. We understand that we have to live our truths, and that's part of our worth. And we're taking back our power when we take back our energy, and we're not just going to keep giving it away. And we're not going to put people on pedestals and then just, let them take. We have had to have seen our worth here, because we activated the archetype of the child. And this is where we expand with the energy of the sun. And these are our dreams. These are our dreams. This is happiness. So we begin to manifest our dreams because we're being authentic. We're in alignment here. And we know the activation of the warrior. And we talked about this. So we're ending the masculine, the masculine fighting with the masculine, the energy fighting with the thoughts fighting with the force. The air is no longer going to fight. The element of air is no longer going to fight with the element of fire. So I want to get an activation for both of these spaces and places. And so here's our activation cards. We'll put them like this. Feel called to just, we're going to get a time. And we've received all these cards. Every single card that we've received here, we've received that we're activating our psychic energy system. We're in the time of activating our psychic energy system. What's going on, guys? Hang tight. We got that something's going on here. My goodness. We just let it go. Okay. So I'm feeling, where are we going? Okay, we're going here. We're going to the Black Moon astrology. And I'm even feeling called to get these cards back in the deck. And these ones here. We're just going to put them all in here. Oh, and the end of our message. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. This has something to do with the Four of Earth. And we're going to talk about this at our super full moon in Pisces reading, because this is the key to discovery. When we begin becoming generous again to help heal from all this work we've done in the underworld, all of our pain, this is about giving back. This is about being there for the animals and for all of life. And that's part of our purpose. And that's part of our financial health and wealth. And this is really stepping into what it means to be a starseed twin flame and the mission work we came here to do. Because we came here to heal with all of life. All of it. Okay. And we're even going to put Mercury reinvention back in. We're going to put it all back in. Okay, remember, this resurrection is connected to our connection. Remember, we are in a time of renewal, reunion, and union. Thank you, Venus. Okay, look, this landed right on here. I want you to see. And lunar eclipse change. Do you guys want to know what's hilarious? I love how the signs and synchronicities of life. The card clinging to the past that we had in here, it was in this book. And here. Oh no, I thought it was. No, it's not. Look, it was supposed to be here. You guys, I thought I grabbed this card. I thought I grabbed clinging to the past from the book. I didn't. It's consciousness. And look at what just came out. And remember, this has to do with our eclipses. We just saw eclipse energy, revolution. And now we have lunar eclipse. And then look at what's here. Consciousness. And it was right in the book. We're on point. God is here. Signs and synchronicities. Love it. Okay. With Saturn return age, we know Saturn and Pisces are together right now. And this is connected to our healing. Chiron. We know Chiron. The story of Chiron, because I don't like left brain stuff. I have to work with it. So right brain, oh my goodness, don't know why these ads keep popping up. I'm trying to have music. It's, yeah. Okay, so let's get it straight here, guys. Let's get it straight. I gotta stay on target. I wish I knew where the remote was so I can fix this. So we know the story of Chiron. Chiron's the wounded healer. And it's the wounded healer not healing themselves, right? Check that story out. You know, this healer is healing everyone else but can't heal themselves. But we're going to heal ourselves. We're being initiated into a new level. So we need to use the 9th house. Our faith. Our faith is our golden ticket. This is why we meet up here. This is esoteric knowledge. There's so much to be said within what this card is, guys. Hang tight for 1 second. We just have to... Okay, look. The 9th house. Okay? Is connected to... Wait. The 3 of Wands. And look, the 3 of Wands is connected to our purpose. We just saw it right here. This is it. This is our faith. And number 33. Number 33 is a manifestation number. The 9th house represents esoteric matters like psychic affairs, gatherings of people creating the new world, places where offbeat people gather together for a visionary cause, representing the relevance of obtaining psychic information. Ancient structures are symbolized by the 9th house. It's the house or position in the sign of Sagittarius ruled by the planet Jupiter. We know we just got Jupiter last time we met up. This is about our abundance, our divine inheritance, our 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. This is the area of travel philosophy, high-mindedness. Okay. So we're going to work with the 4th house and our roots. We know we're going to, of course, we're going to work with our roots, right? Because this is about our purpose, and we know that that's connected to this. So we're going to work with our roots. We went into the underworld in order to have a transformation, right? So that's connected to our roots and the nurturance. And we did. Look at what's opening up here. Look at the portal. Look at the gates opening up here. Do you see? There's 2 angels and there's gates opening up here. And look, there's like someone sitting in the top of the tree. It's like there's someone sitting on the top of the tree, and then there's like a sphere, the moon, the full moon, the super full moon, and then all the fruit within the tree. And we know we're in the time of harvest. We're going to be having the autumn equinox. We're going to be harvesting. Okay, let's share the message. Change. 3 things, guys. I have to do this. Hold on. We're just going to be quiet for a second. If you knew me, that'd be hilarious. All right, you do. All right, okay. 3 things cannot be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. The lunar eclipse takes place when the earth is directly aligned between the sun and the moon. The earth blocks out the sun's light, causing the moon to be in the earth's shadow. This can only happen during a full moon. While a solar eclipse lasts only for a few minutes, the lunar eclipse lasts for hours. Now, I don't know if you ever saw it, but they're beautiful. I'm sorry about the glare on the cards. I'm trying really hard. Lunar eclipses are beautiful. I got to see my first one a few years ago. We shared it at the channel. It's at the channel. I was outside. I had a blanket. It was cold because I'm living up here in Canada, and it was in summertime. And wow, beautiful. Okay, eclipses can bring on times which seem shadowy and distorted, the time we're in. But they are not necessarily bad and should not be viewed as such. We are meant to be thrown off balance to make necessary changes. It is a time of seeing the light and focusing on something you have either put off or didn't exactly notice what was coming up. When the lunar eclipse card presents itself, dramatic changes are in store. Such changes will likely be unexpected, the kind that might seem hard or will take some special effort on your part. These are going to be transformations. You may be rattled somewhat. It may seem like more of a revolution, right? And we saw the solar eclipse. Revolution. We are in the time of a revolution. Do not be alarmed, however, because this altering of your life is essential in getting you to where you need to be. We are all here to share our gifts and lead others to theirs. It's never an easy path. Any number of things might happen, the ending of it or beginning of a transformative relationship, a change in your life path, a job, or a change in where you live. Lunar eclipses herald times of a new way of looking at things. Now, guys, we're not going to get into fear. Don't get into fear. You're going to, lose your twin. You can't lose yourself. You can't lose yourself, right? Whatever the issue, it has been brewing for a while and things are about to bubble over. It could be a partner or a would-be partner who wishes to take a relationship to a new level. Since the moon symbolizes our emotions, you probably already sense that this change should be and will not be completely surprised by it. But the forced and dramatic nature of the shift will be unexpected. Expect to be thrown off balance. If this situation is something you have taken for granted and it collapses, then you'll need to make a new start. In any event, you should start to see these effects within the next 6 weeks and expect for an outcome to be completed within 6 months. Indicating cycles and whatever seems lost at this time, you can be assured will return to you, perhaps in a different form, but most certainly better. Lunar eclipse shifts, cycles, things brought into the open, changes, radical transformation, sometimes through crisis, but for the best, diverging paths, getting hit by a curveball when challenges turn up, relationships that deepen, transform, or end, feeling disorientated, not being sure of having made the correct choice, big purchases, a new home, a change of resident in a relationship, a plan or goal, ending exposure, sacrificing things, and giving up old habits. And that's really what the time we're in. Remember, we're ending addiction. We're ending patterns of separation. Sudden awareness or enlightenment possible. And this has to do with we're healing from medical issues. Okay? We're going to take a calm and active approach to sudden developments. And of course, it's connected to the 5 of Cups. And we already saw the Princess of Cups is helping us to heal from the 5 of Cups. We saw that. And this is connected. So there's going to be a shift by the super full moon in Pisces. Inevitable change, bringing the new. Okay. All right. So let's get a message from the moon because I feel called to get a message for the moon for this activation here. And God, I waited to do so. With the 9th house, faith, and a new vision. And of course, this new vision is connected to change. So let's see what it is. Remember, Hecate, we talked about Hecate last time. That Hecate is the black goddess of Capricorn, helping us to build our 10 of Pentacles. All right. What's being activated here? We'll put this back in. We'll put this back in here too. What's being activated? We're healing from, this is marriage and concession. Now, Marriage is the card of the way, the program of how a man and a woman come together. These are like arranged marriages or karmic situations, people that come together in an, you know, an old earth type of way through the program. And this is connected to lower vibrational gossip. So there's gonna be a change here. Yeah, with the inner child. The Knight is here. And it's the activation of us. This is where we do solar plexus healing and we stop looking without to feel happy. That we go within and activate with our authentic patterns of us in order to do so. And we find a solution here to heal with our reputation in love. With the element of air. And I want to see what it's connected to. Because something shifts here. And I can feel it. Guys, I'm feeling called to go here. Oh. What's this card? Look at the card that got left. Calculating karma, breaking the bonds. Calculating karma, breaking the bonds. The card you have selected shows a large octopus rising from the bottom of the image, whose 8 legs form spirals, S-curves, and a hearts. The Laurentarian abyss is in the distance behind the octopus. A turtle swims toward the shore, while the 2 anglefish swim toward the book of karma. The book is open to 2 pages. On the left is golden Egyptian Ankh. We know the Ankh is a symbol for everlasting life and the womb, creation with fertilization. So, the Ankh being ripped, and on the right are radiating golden concentric circles and golden dots of energy. And an anahinga sticks its head in front to the right, hovering above the water. Sitting on a rock by the shore is an orange frog whose fingers come together to form a heart. Purple mountains line the distant landscape. Hovering in the sky just in front is a Nautilus shell. We know this shell. The shell is coming together of the masculine and the feminine. This is the Fibonacci sequence and spiral. Guys, thanks for hanging tight. I've been on a 5-day fast. So, I'm trying to stay on point here, on target. Purple mountains line the distance. Right? Hovering in the sky just in front is the shell, right? The nighttime sky is laced with geometric energy lines, and a full moon balances in the seashell. Of course it does. Thank you to the super full moon in Pisces. Your message. Like the Laurentarian, Laurentintan, abyss. You have had many ups and downs, but there is beauty in the landscape of your life. The 8-legged octopus appears here to show you just how creative, innovative, and downright quirky you are. You need to rewrite your life story with 5th dimensional ideas, love, compassion, and other higher frequency worlds. Much of your image pertains to water, and water represents your life and the unconscious emotions in which you are swimming. When situations you experience trigger intense reactions, it's time to go deep down into the abyss of your programming and bring it to light. Anahingas teach you not to rush into anything. Take the necessary time needed for yourself and any projects on which you are working. They want you to dive into your dreams, ambitions, and goals and not give up no matter how long it takes. When you spread your wings, you create new possibilities and timelines. The full moon is revealing to you something very simple that you've forgotten. It may seem insignificant, but its impact is big. Turtles vibrate with the frequency of Mother Earth. They want you to understand, be understanding and patient, allowing Source to work through you in the exact amount of time it takes for your growth and development. It is important not to rush the universe. In life, there are no destinations, just many journeys. Like the Nautilus shell, you carry with you your own energetic shell that shields and protects you from outside forces. And look at the card that was right underneath this. And this deck has not been touched since we got this message here for Lionsgate Portal and our Stargate. Communion, protective frequencies. Just pull inside when you need to rejuvenate. So it's gonna protect us from outside forces because we're gonna pull inside when we need to rejuvenate and tune into universal wisdom, connection to meditation, and working within. The anglefish say that you are here to be an influence on others, and no matter how minimal it may seem, it is vital. Like the frogs whose fingers form a heart, you are very sensitive. Use this sensitivity to help the environment. Things other people don't notice, you do. We talk about here, picking up trash, being a safe haven for the animals, being there for life. The lesson is never to blame anyone else or anything for what is going on in your life. And that's right. We end multiplayer game and we get into single player. That's where everything is just God talking back to us in order for us to be our greatest good. In order for us to be what we are, right? Us, a human being, not a human doing. Every decision you have made in this life has been the designer of your reality. There is no good or bad. It's so funny this is coming because I was feeling like, oh, I don't feel like even saying good or bad anymore. Just learning experiences. So there's no good or bad, just learning experiences. Come up from the depths of your emotional slumber and make an appointment with your inner self. This could be in the form of a child or a wise higher self. Connection to the archetype of the eternal child. Sit quietly with your eyes closed and breathe slowly but deeply. Ask to meet this inner being. Let it approach you and allow it to share its heartfelt emotions. Do not interrupt it, just listen. When it's finished, it will let you know. In the center of your piece is a heart formed by the octopus with 10 tentacles. No, the octopus tentacles. I don't know why I said 10. This universal symbol is telling you that the heart's unconditional love is the only true inspiration that will guide you and our planet to true happiness. You're not alone. You have others by your side. Affirmation. I release old emotions that hold me back and allow new loving ones to take their place. Thank you so much for joining it. Love, light, and healing energies sent your way to create with today. Until the next time we expand, you know I'm sending it to you. I'll see you very soon.